At a time when the United States is tightening the tariffs and sanctions across the world, India is sending a different message. And New Zealand just echoed it. Yes, you heard that right. New Zealand's Prime Minister just shook hands with India and has openly backed a free trade agreement with India, calling it a major win of jobs, incomes, and exports. But this deal is more than just economic and geopolitics. Well, here's why it matters. Over the past few years, the US has increasingly used the tariffs and the trade pressure as a political tool, while India, in particular, has faced repeated friction over trade, oil purchases, and also the strategic alignment. Now, instead of slowing down, India is expanding. Yes, India New Zealand FTA was announced. After the talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Lakshan, both leaders say that trade could double down in next 5 years. And Indian investments could reach up to $20 billion over the next 15 years. Well, let me tell you that India is showing that it has options apart from US. And New Zealand is showing that it doesn't need Washington for its approval to grow. But inside the New Zealand, not everyone agrees. Foreign Minister Winston Peters has criticized the deal very sharply. He called it neither free nor fair and said it was rushed. But his biggest concern? Dairy. New Zealand's powerful dairy sector, milk, cheese, butter, was kept out of the deal. Peter said that farmers were sacrificed and just for the speed. Then there's the migration. He claims that agreements create a new visa pathway for Indian workers at the time when New Zealand's own labour market is really tight. So, this marks up as a big question. Well, economically, New Zealand sees India as the future growth engine. Strategically, India sees a trade partnership as the way to reduce dependence on any other single global power, especially the United States. And this deal quietly sends a message. Global trade is no longer Washington-centric. Countries are hedging, diversifying, and building a parallel economic lanes. So now comes the question. Is this the beginning of a post-tariff world where the US pressure matters lesser? Or will Washington push back harder? Tell us what you think in the comments.